Hey y'all, this is Darryl Worley, and I'm coming to Connellsville.
Darryl Worley joins Gary Racan in the Studio E-Band for Warriors Rock 2023 at Connellsville Area High School, Saturday, November 4th. Doors open at 6 p.m., showtime at 7 p.m. Tickets available at CAHSpatriots.com or by phone at 724-322-1494.
I can't wait to see you guys. Looking forward to it. God bless.
Hi, I'm Chip Rowan with your Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you are watching In the Know. For this episode, we are at the Connellsville Canteen, and we're going to be talking about the Warriors Rock concert. And joining me are two ladies that work really hard on this concert, and one is Linda Shear, and she's actually the founder of the CAHS Patriots. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Chip. Good to be with you again.
Good to be with you, too. And Kim Racan, and Kim is actually the founder of the Warriors Rock concert.
I am. And producer.
And producer. Yeah, and other hats too, right?
Other hats too.
Yeah, many other hats. Well, first, let's tell folks when and where this is going to happen.
On November the 4th at 7 o'clock at the Connellsville High School, once again, hundreds of people will have the opportunity to be thrilled by the performances of Gary Racan and the Studio E-Band, and of course this year a guest performer, Darryl Worley. The doors open at 6, concert begins at 7, and I will tell you, by the end of the night, they will be on the edge of their seats.
I'm sure, and this is the 8th concert, I believe?
Yes, this is number 8.
Yeah,
for
so
us.
for the past 7 years, they've been dancing in the aisles and on their
Yes.
seats, so I'm sure that will continue this year. So, Kim, if you will, talk about the concept. So this is a concept that you and Gary come up with, and I know it's special, very dear to your heart.
Very special. So Gary and I produce a band, Gary Racan and the Studio E-Band, that is in the private events industry. So we do private events all over the country. And 14 years ago, we wanted to do something for veterans in honor of my dad, who served in the Army in the Korean War, Gary's father, who served in Okinawa in World War II. So we said, let's come up with a really unique concept, not just giving the proceeds to an organization. So we said, let's try to make the stars of the show veterans from whatever area we do the concert in, and let them be the stars. Backdrop of the stage is a huge video wall. We pre-interview the veterans. They tell their story briefly in a mini documentary. And every interview, after they introduce themselves and tell a story, is what song reminded you of home when you were deployed? And then the band who's on the stage kicks into that song. Well, it's a home run.
Yeah.
It's really been great.
And there's a lot of tears, too. I know from my witness, because there's a lot of memories that come back to that.
Interesting stories, very interesting stories. But what's really nice, so they can tell the story, and it's sad. It can be sad. It's not. They never talk about death.
Right.
They never talk about killing. It's about the camaraderie with the people that they serve with, or saving lives in another country. It's really very interesting.
Yeah.
And then their song lifts you up.
Yeah.
So you can be crying, and the next minute you're dancing in your seat, just rejoicing with them.
And what I like is a lot of different music, too, from a lot of different eras.
Yeah. Different genres.
Yeah.
You know, we have from a World War II veteran to current day, from country to big band to Sinatra to Darryl Worley.
Yeah, exactly. And talk about Darryl Worley. That was a good segue.
Yeah. So Darryl Worley is a very big country music star.
Yes.
He had hits. Some of his hits were "Have You Forgotten?" "I Just Came Back from the War," just to name a couple. We met him probably 12 years ago at a private event we were doing. My client had the band sandwiched with Darryl in the middle, and Darryl performed his songs. And you know, sometimes you hear artists, they don't even sound like the records that they sing. Darryl is not only a true performer, vocalist, but he's a great person.
Yeah.
So when we were doing at the concert a couple years ago in the Midway in San Diego, one of the veterans' songs was "Have You Forgotten?" I said, oh my God, this is great. Maybe Darryl would join us for this concert and do his song. So I texted him, of course I'll be there.
Oh,
I'll do
wow.
it. And so the same thing has happened for Connellsville this year.
Yeah.
The audience will love him.
Oh my.
Just love, this man is just an amazing, he has a big heart. He's a true patriot. He's been overseas to Afghanistan and Iraq 20 sometimes.
Wow.
to perform.
He's coming to Connellsville.
He's coming to Connellsville.
Yeah.
And what's amazing, his song, Have You Forgotten, came out 3 days before I started the Patriots 20
Wow.
years ago,
Wow.
Yeah.
which is kind of like a sign.
Yeah.
And here's something interesting about that song. So in the past 6 months, the song Have We Forgotten
Yes.
is now called Have I Forgotten.
Okay.
And no, Have You Forgotten has
Is
become
how-
Have
Have
We
We.
Forgotten. And Big Machine Records signed him up to send this song out again, which is like the #1 record company.
Wow, okay.
So he's back on the charts again with changing the words a little bit, saying, hey, did we forget what happened?
Yeah.
Like, let's be together here.
And
Such
did
a
we
great
forget
timing.
what our nation stands for?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is Darryl Worley and I'm coming to Connellsville on November 4th. We're really excited about coming and we want to thank Linda Shear for being a true patriot and for having Warriors Rock back to Connellsville. I'll be there playing some of my hit songs and just a whole bunch of other songs with Gary Racan and his Studio E Band. I can't wait to see you guys. Looking forward to it. God bless.
So over the years, you've honored a lot of veterans, a lot of local veterans, and we have a lot of those veterans' pictures on these
Yes,
walls in
on
here.
these very walls.
Yeah. So you want to talk about who you've honored and maybe like a little teaser about what's going to happen this
Well,
year?
we have some exciting interviews planned for this year, but it's interesting when you sit and you think about the very first concert. Florence Shutesy Reynolds was one of the interviews, and you know, of course, her history with her being one of the first pilots, women pilots during World War II. And I'll never forget, she was in the front row, the corner seat, and Gary came down off the stage, and she stood up, and he put his arm around her and sang to her, and her face lit up. She was in heaven.
Wow.
She was truly in
And
heaven.
she wore her uniform.
Yes, and she wore her uniform. And a few years ago,
And she was a legend.
yes,
Yeah,
in
definitely
every,
a legend.
in every
Yeah.
right. Charles Snyder, remember
Oh, right.
Over There?
Yes.
And not only did the band do Over There, they had everyone in the audience sing Over There. And that man went home that night and he said to his family, I'm a celebrity. This is so, and you know, both of them have passed on.
Uh-huh.
And their memories are so precious. And I have to, one other, Art McGann. When he was part of the first, and he and his wife got up and sang to the his song in the pit there at the high school, and of course she has passed away this summer.
Wow.
But the memories, you still, when you close your eyes, you still see them, and you see the joy that what it meant to them to share their stories. And to me, I can't thank Kim and Gary for starting this enough, because it truly is amazing.
Yeah, I've witnessed it. It is amazing. I
And
would
something
agree.
really cool that Armstrong did a couple years ago when the unit out of Connellsville was
Yes,
deployed.
that was our first concert,
Was it the first?
very first.
So what we did was we had the family come onto the stage and they held up signs, and we actually had that concert
There was a link, I
was
believe, a satellite link.
broadcast over to
Yes.
where they were deployed. Like it was, it gives me
Yes.
chills to think about.
That was BC before Chip, but I did.
Yes.
I do.
Oh, so yeah, that was
I
right
did hear
before
about
Chip.
that. Yeah.
And what's funny is I Sergeant Robbins was deployed at the time, and something, when I found out that they were connected and could see, and I, of course, my typical, oh wow, and he says, what's Linda cheering for?
Yeah.
And so on. It
Yeah.
was so wonderful.
Well, that was neat how we could make that connection, and I hear
that
it was
was amazing.
very
What it
popular.
meant to them.
Yeah. So, how many veterans do you honor typically in a concert?
6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Okay, and you're still working on those names and
Those
putting all
interviews
those-
will be next week.
You have
okay.
to come to the concert to see.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
There you go.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah, I agree. So, how do you come to the concert? You do need tickets.
Yes.
And I think you have special price for veterans. You want to talk about
Yes.
how the tickets work?
The tickets are, of course, $10 for veterans, $25 for general admission, and $40 for reserve seating. The reserve seating, of course, is down front, closer to the group,
Mm-hmm.
and it's It's a beautiful auditorium.
It is
It
a
is.
beautiful.
It's
I would agree.
beautiful.
Since
agree.
it was renovated a few years ago, we're very blessed to be able to use that facility.
At Connellsville High School.
Yes, at the Connellsville High School, 201 Falcon Drive
Yeah.
in Connellsville.
Reserve seats are new.
Yes.
I mean, that's something new that you're doing with the,
Yes,
because
a
it
lot
was
of-
general mission basically
A lot of
before.
people asked last year because of the Temptations.
Yeah.
They asked for some reserve seating, so we did some last year, but we're doing, with Darryl coming, more even this year.
Yeah. Where can people buy tickets?
Well, of course, people can go to Armstrong, they can go to Pleasant Valley Water Authority, they can go to our website, Connellsville Area Patriots.
City Hall location too?
No, they're not doing it this
Okay.
year. ConnellsvilleAreaPatriots.com. They can go to our website or our Facebook page, CAHS Patriots. They can call me at 724-322-1494. Everywhere I go, if I happen to be at the store or whatever, somebody says, Linda, do you have tickets? Tell me what you want, and
Yeah.
we'll get
You'll take care
together.
of it, yeah.
So it's really exciting, and I can't wait.
Now, if tickets are available, they can buy them at the door too. So if
Yes.
someone doesn't know their plans and the last minute they decide to go.
Yes.
But advance tickets are always best.
Yes, advance
Yeah.
tickets are best. I hope that there are no seats available at the door,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Yeah. So, food this year, you're actually going to have food available. So what time do the doors open?
The doors open at basically 5:30, 6
Okay.
o'clock.
And then the
Sean's-
concert's not till 7.
Correct.
So you have some time.
Yes, Sean's Smokin' Barbecue will have his truck. It's not a truck, it's more, well, I don't know what you call it, but fabulous facility.
A big grill.
Yes, he'll be up in front of the school, roughly 3:30, so people from like 3:30 to 6:30 can grab something to
Nice.
eat and then.
That's
come
just
in
nice.
Great
and-
idea.
People love food.
And Sean is doing this to help the Patriots.
Yeah.
He was one of my former students. and-
Really? I did not know that. That's neat.
Oh, yeah, I think I almost had all of them that went through
Yeah.
Connellsville
That's
at one
funny.
point.
Well, that has to be neat to see that
It is.
as that goes
It
through the
is.
time. So the proceeds from the concert actually benefit the Patriots. You want to talk about what the Patriots do? I know they help a lot, but for folks that don't know.
We started 20 years ago. The purpose was never political. It was to make sure that history didn't repeat itself. No one should ever have been made feel the way our Korean and Vietnam veterans were made feel. So I challenged the students at the time, and I remember one of the students who joined the military then after that, how long are we doing this? And I said, till they're all home or God calls me home. And Chip, to date, we have shipped 13,137 packages
13,137.
to some of the harshest places on earth. What people don't realize is content of each package is roughly $50. Postage is now $21.50 per box.
So you've got over $70 in each.
And so when I say I'm sending 100 packages, I need over $7,000
Yeah.
to make it happen. We've had breakfast, lunch, and dinner programs for 3,275 veterans.
Right.
Not including the veterans that come to the concert. And then 13 years ago, we started to support Wreaths Across America.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that there was a mini Arlington, 52 minutes from Connellsville, National Cemetery of the Alleghenies in Bridgeville. And so far, we have sponsored 6,700 wreaths.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
Truly.
Now, if someone wants to give to the Patriots and can't come to the concert, there's a way to do that too.
Yes, we are a 501c3. They can send a check to CAHS Patriots, 304 Stadium Road in Connellsville, and then I'll provide them with a receipt and so on.
Excellent.
Where
Great.
they actually can go to our website. We have a PayPal account now.
What was that website again?
We are Connellsville, wait a minute, CAHSpatriots.com.
Okay.
I'll get it right, I just have too many things going.
I understand. So CAHSpatriots.com.
Correct.
For the concert information or just to donate to the
Correct.
Patriots.
Absolutely.
Well, Kim, I wish you well at the concert. I know
Thanks.
you and Gary are busy, lots of things going on, lots of shows, and so thanks for getting Gary Worley to come. That's a nice perk.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah, so,
It's a treat for us, too.
yeah. Linda, if you don't mind, we'll just close out with information, dates and times and that's
Once
good
again,
stuff.
November the 4th, 7 p.m., Connellsville Area High School, 201 Falcon Drive, Connellsville, PA. Tickets are available at Armstrong, Pleasant Valley Water, 724-322-1494, or the websites. Can't wait. Just can't wait. I am in awe, and I'm usually never at a loss for words, but I am for this concert, truly.
That's great. Well, both of you, thank you for coming. Wish you well with the concert.
Thanks, Chip. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
And
Armstrong.
now, you're in the know.
Hey y'all, this is Darryl Worley, and I'm coming to Connellsville.
Darryl Worley joins Gary Racan in the Studio E-Band for Warriors Rock 2023 at Connellsville Area High School, Saturday, November 4th. Doors open at 6 p.m., showtime at 7 p.m. Tickets available at CAHSpatriots.com or by phone at 724-322-1494.
I can't wait to see you guys. Looking forward to it. God bless.